Man, oh man, oh man. What is Vince McMahon doing to WWE? More cuts? And I can't even understand these cuts. Let's play the intro and we're going to get right to it.
What's up, guys? It's Taya. You're hanging out with DJ Delz.
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging out with DJ Delz.
Smoke show out here, DJ Delz. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh.
Tens, right?
10. Almost.
Tens.
Close.
Close.
No one's a 10 with me.
Hey.
But
Listen, she said I'm close to a 10. That means a lot. That does mean a lot. Shout out to those three. I've been around them many times. They're amazing people. Just some of the people that were cut. And shout out to WrestleCade because that's where I got the opportunity to interview them and make sure to check out WrestleCade this year. An amazing event. If you love wrestling, somewhere you gotta attend. It's worth traveling. Check out WrestleCade.com. But yeah, so a crazy amount of people were cut. This is according to itrwrestling.com. In their news section, it says Franky Monet. She was released today. Ember Moon, Scarlet. Some of these people, I'm not going to lie, I don't really know who they are. Karrion Kross. Let's see. Trey Baxter. Katrina Cortez. Keith Lee. Nia Jax. Mia Yim. Harry Smith. Eva Marie. They just hired Eva Marie. They just hired that girl. Which a lot of people were either happy about or not happy about. I feel like, her following, it's either people love her or they're not big fans of her. But I will tell you, Scarlet Bordeaux and Karrion Kross, they took the world by storm in NXT. Their intro was amazing. Their whole, character was just sick. And then Vince brings them up to WWE, doesn't have her on TV. She's money, first of all. We all know this, right? I mean, does anyone not think that Scarlet Bordeaux is money? That Karrion Kross is money? I mean, look at them. Just look at them. They look like money. Besides them being good-looking people, they're great performers as far as on the microphone and in the actual ring. They're believable. They are amazing workers together, and they're amazing workers separate. They did horrible stuff to Karrion Kross when they brought him in. They damn what had him in that stupid mask, dressing up all crazy looking. It was damn what insane what they did. Even Mick Foley had things to say about it. If Mick is talking about it, then there's really an issue. If Mick is on Twitter, and I think he even did a video on that. We've seen what happened with Keith Lee. They had him come to WWE. They had him wearing some crazy outfit. They changed his music. I heard there was issues with the music. Some people will say that. I don't really know what the F the case is. They let The Fiend go last month, which he's now free to do whatever he wants. His 30 days are up. So it's been more than a month, but about a month. Whatever. You know what the hell I'm saying. But, I mean, Bray Wyatt is big money, big time. And you see, they let him go. There was no doubt in my mind that Karrion Kross was going to eventually be a world champion with Scarlet by his side. And for them to just drop the ball like that is absurd to me. What's up, Fat Boy Kicks? Yeah, this is crazy. Is Vince McMahon trying to sink his battleship on his own? Because I'm feeling like he is. Who else did they release? So they released Franky Monet, who is, we all know her as Taya Valkyrie, who's one of the best women wrestlers out there, in my opinion. She's fantastic. I've seen her many times. I've interviewed her. I think I've interviewed her 3 times on this show. I've interviewed Scarlet Bordeaux on this show. I've interviewed Karrion Kross on this show. Killer Kross, we'll call him, because that's his effing name. These people have been around, and they've got great energy in person, and they're great performers. I don't understand it. I don't understand what the hell they're doing here. I don't understand it. But you know, we have Nia Jax. We've always heard a lot of things about Nia backstage. There's been situations with Nia, right, in the past. Maybe they just were tired of it. Who knows? Who knows if what we heard is real, what's fake too. It's all alleged shit. Eva Marie, it's so weird. They just hired her, and then I guess they're just like, yo, let's get rid of her. And it was so weird that they hired her. I didn't see why they would hire her. She was never over, and I say that with love. She looks like $1 million. She'd be a good manager, good valet, possibly. They got rid of a lot of people. They're just, is WWE going down the tubes? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments, and hit the thumbs up button if you like wrestling content here, this type of content. I don't do these kind of videos much. I usually just do interviews, and we have a ton of interviews that I've done in the past couple of weeks that I'd love you to watch. As far as interviewing wrestlers, I just did Steve Macklin, an interview with him, who was released from WWE earlier this year. And then I also interviewed Rhino about 3 weeks ago, and it was a great interview with me and Rhino. So watch all those interviews, of course. At the end of this video, I'll have pop-ups, and you may see some pop-ups while you're watching this on the playback. ROH, you see what's going on with ROH right now, like Brandon Lewis is saying. And we don't know if they will ever come back. Will ROH come back? But WWE is just, they've got the talent, but they don't want them to become big stars. How big was that look when you had Scarlet Bordeaux with that theme song for Karrion Kross and the smoke coming up, and they're standing together, and the whole freaking place was just like, it was like a movie. Why would they not bring that to WWE? Is Vince McMahon scared of creating new megastars? Is that what it is? Because can you imagine if they took that WWE? It was amazing. I mean, they had him walk out. Karrion Kross's first match, he loses to Jeff Hardy, who's a babyface, and he cheats, which was the weirdest thing ever. And dude, Jeff Hardy, one of my favorite wrestlers, top 10 wrestlers. Love Jeff Hardy. Love Matt Hardy. Hardy Boys, those are my guys right there, you know? But Karrion Kross, he just is the total package. Super creative. We did a 45-minute interview a few years ago. We actually even reviewed the Joker movie. So watch that. Just search DJ Delz, the Joker, Karrion Kross. It'll come up. It's a great interview. We talked about heavy metal and thrash music. My interviews, if you're new to the channel, they're very different than other interviews. I usually ask the wrestlers about stuff that has nothing to do with wrestling, because they're people too, you know. My interview with Taya Valkyrie was fantastic. We talked about music and sneakers and movies and comedies. So check out all of those. I just cannot believe it. But I can at the same time. I mean, how unbelievable was it when you had Karrion Kross walking out with his face covered? There was no way in hell he was happy about that. How could he be? Give me 30 seconds.
Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, there's got to be something wrong with you, or you're just on the wrong channel. You know, it's okay if you didn't enjoy this video.
Yeah, you didn't enjoy this video, you're in a bad mood. It's not us. We were entertaining.
You know what? Hit the thumbs down button right now. Put shit emojis in the comments. Knock yourself out, all right? Everyone have...
What's up, guys? Taya. You're hanging out with DJ Delz.
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging out with DJ Delz.
Smoke show here, DJ Delz. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh.
10s, right?
10. Almost
10.
close.
Close.
No one's a 10 with me.
Hey.
But
Make sure you guys watch those interviews, because those interviews are kick-ass interviews. I promise you, you will love them if you love wrestling. But yeah, he says WWE is dead. Can you imagine if they go to AEW? AEW has got to pick up Scarlet Bordeaux, has got to pick up Karrion Kross, and they better call him Killer Kross, has got to pick up Taya Valkyrie. Those are the three I really want them to pick up. Mia Ying is great. I wouldn't mind them picking her up. I'm sure they'll get Nia Jax because she's been in the company for a while. Ember Moon is a good wrestler too. I like Ember Moon. I love how her new look that she had recently. She switched her shit up a little bit. She had that injury and she was able to overcome that. Great wrestler. But that it's unbelievable that they've done this. And now they got to wait 30 days. And I'll tell you, what sucks is this WrestleCade I was telling you guys before, that starts on Black Friday. So that 30 days will still be in effect. So they probably won't be able to make it unless some of them, maybe their contract ran out. But Scarlet Bordeaux wrote on her Twitter, which we'll look at right now. She wrote a lot on her Twitter. And she's a character. She's definitely a character. Let's see. Let's go here. And then I'll search Scarlet. Scarlet. So there she is. And she put out her email. She put out a whole lot. She says, officially free to work in 30 days. Then she writes, and yes, the smoke show is back. Hell yeah. And then she puts her business contact. And then she writes here, time to fulfill my wrestling dream of having a hardcore bra and panties match. But seriously. And then she writes, but seriously, someone book it. And I don't think she's kidding. You know what I'm saying? She's had intergender matches. This girl is I gotta say, she looks like a megastar. She looks like someone that could be in the movies. I mean, and if you watch my interview with her, she actually did theater. She did school for theater. Like, she's very talented. You got to watch the interview once again. I know I'm putting myself over, but why the hell shouldn't I? The great interviews I did face to face with them too. Not the internet shit, the StreamYard shit, in-person interviews. RIDDICT says, AEW has so much TV time to fill, so they really got to cut some people if they want the bigger stars. Otherwise, they will all be catered like WWE. Yes, I mean, their roster is pretty full, but you have the opportunity to get people like these guys. Even Keith Lee. Keith Lee is great. Like, they just didn't use him right. You see, the thing is, I think that there's something going on, and this is not factual, but I think there's something going on with Vince McMahon and Triple H. It's like every time Triple H builds something, Vince shuts it down. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you feeling about everything?
I'm a big WWE fan. I see that you. I saw the releases. I was on Twitter. I was working for my show for the morning, and I see Keith Lee trending. I'm like, is he injured? And then I see Scarlet Bordeaux or trending. I'm like, oh no! I check. They're being released on Raw. They just said Bearcat Lee is going to be on Raw next week, right?
That's so weird.
And then they released her also with Beef. What's her name? B-Fab. Didn't she just sign a contract last week?
Mm-hmm.
and then now they released it and they just brought up Hit Row.
Yeah.
Oh man, those two right there, and Karrion Kross, I kind of saw that coming, but the Keith Lee and the B-Fab,
You're disappointed about it.
Grand Metalik and Winston Dorado, they wanted to get out.
Yeah.
We knew that was coming.
Oh, they got released too?
Yeah, Grand Metalik and Winston Dorado, Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
It's like they treat all the Mexican wrestlers in WWE like jokers. Man.
Yeah, like they're clowns. You noticed that, right?
Now they only have what's his name left? The good-looking ones. What's his name?
I forgot his name.
See, we don't even know their names. We don't even know that.
And that's not good, dude.
Listen, I buy usually WWE figures. I got the Bray Wyatts. I got all the Bray Wyatts, but now they're releasing everybody.
I know. And can you imagine releasing Bray Wyatt? I mean, he is money.
I have his figures. That's one of the characters that I look, wow, it's appealing. The costume, the mask, and then you release them. It's
unbelievable. I mean, just look at these three right here. Well, there's more than three. You have Bray in there. I mean, look at just the Fiend alone. Megastar, right? You see Karrion Kross and Scarlet Bordeaux. They look like money. Keith Lee was great in NXT. And then what did they do to him?
They made them boring.
They made them all kind of boring. How do you have Karrion Kross kicking the shit out of everyone in NXT, and then you have him by himself? Weird ass intro, boring ass intro. When it went from like a halftime show during the freaking the NFL to like just nothing, and him just walking out, and then ended up losing to Jeff Hardy, which Jeff Hardy is a legend, and I love Jeff Hardy. But they should have had him wrestle someone else for his first match, a jobber or someone on the lower card, and defeat him and squash him with Scarlet. I'm telling you, I think that Vince and Triple H got this little thing going on where every time Triple H builds someone up, Vince likes to knock it down,
I don't know. I had this theory. I don't know if it's still my Copa. Like maybe Vince is getting rid of all these guys so they could go to AEW, go other places and make a name for themselves, right? And then maybe get them back later on when they become big, because this also helps out AEW also. Because honestly, the AEW roster was getting kind of like, I started listening to Jim Cornette a lot, and he's kind of like exposing me.
Yeah, Jim Cornette is, and I mean, Jim Cornette is basically giving them free advice. I mean, if they should really listen to some of the stuff he says, because he's dead on with it. Look, if AEW hires these guys, they're gonna have to trim the fat on the roster.
Yep,
they're gonna
Sonny
have
Kiss. Now you can't be nice anymore, Tony Khan. You got to get rid of the little guy. What's it, Stunto? Marco Stunt.
Well, Marco Stunt is kind of more like a mascot, if you really think about it. He's kind of like just with those guys, with the Jungle Boy and the Luchasaurus, but they've got a lot of people on that roster we don't even see anymore. Like Joey Janela. When was the last time you seen Joey Janela?
And the other guy, that for MJF, he wears Pit Vipers, I think, too. No, his Pillman.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
We had Pillman. Pillman had that little feud with MJF where he was talking about his mother, and it was pretty intense. And then it went to shit. I mean, he was getting put over. He was getting put over nice on that. People were really beginning to grow interest in Pillman. You had that Dark Side of the Ring where people really like kind of felt for him for his story, the shit he dealt with. And it was really, really great. And then it was like a fart in the wind. So
I've been watching Raw every Monday since 2012. Because I went to my first WrestleMania when The Rock was versus Cena. First time ever, right? I think they've done it like 8 times already.
Okay.
I went to that first WrestleMania. I've been watching Raw. I saw the CM Punks. And now it's getting to the point that I'm not excited for no wrestler except Roman Reigns and the Bloodline and Paul Heyman.
Yeah, well, they are doing a fantastic job.
Everybody else, I don't even want to buy their action figures. You know, I go to Walmart. I'm like, I don't even know this guy. Who the hell Who the hell are the Viking Raiders? It's the Street Profits. I don't know. They just don't do anything for me anymore.
Nah, they don't. And I say that with all the respect in the world. It's just that I just feel like every time Vince has a star, he messes it up. Adam Cole, there was rumors Adam Cole was going to be a manager in WWE. Adam Cole? Of course he's going to leave and go to WWE. His friends work there.
Now they got Bobby Fish. I think Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
His contract's coming up.
So they'll team them three back up eventually.
And then you can have the three of them against Omega and the Young Bucks.
And that's going to be great.
Because you know Hangman is going to drop that belt.
Yeah.
He has to already. That's it. It's been, you know.
Yeah.
The AAA, does he still have that one? The Mexican belt?
I think that one was he lost that one. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Hey man, it was great meeting you. I'm about to cut up out of here though. I just want to do a quick video. Legal Latino Heat. So you have your own channel?
Yeah, same name, Legal Latino. Usually in the morning. I appreciate you, man. I just want to talk some wrestling after these.
No, dude. I'm under the weather. I really just wanted to put out some content. I appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna check you out too, man.
I'll hop in. I just subscribed to you, man.
Thank you, brother. You have a good night, man.
Take care, man. Talk again.
All right, later, dude.
Later, man.
Cool dude, man. As I said, man, if you're a fan of wrestling, I always have the link if you want to come up and everything and hang out. But yeah, man, I just some of the people I could see, you know, I could understand the whole thing. But I just can't believe how they had a superstar like Karrion Kross, and they dropped the ball. They completely dropped the ball. Keith Lee, people love Keith Lee, man. And once it came in, they put him in that outfit. They changed the music. They did so much shit to that guy. But yeah, AEW. Didn't realize you were live. I'm watching the Alpo Martinez. Awesome. That's a great video. Make sure you watch that earlier. We did a part 2, me and Jones, on Alpo. My pleasure, man. You seem like a cool dude, man. But yeah, I mean, besides Roman Reigns, what is there to watch? I'm hearing that Kevin Owens' contract is running out too soon. I would imagine Kevin Owens over there with the guys. That would be so sick. Tony Khan got a lot of things going on, man. Could this be the downfall for WWE? I think WWE will be sold before you know it. I give it 5 years max, and they will sell. But I'm curious to hear your opinions, people on the playback. Let me know on the playback. I have a few questions for you guys. One question is, do you think WWE is going to be sold? 2 is, do you think that there's heat between Triple H and Vince McMahon? And 3 is, who do you think AEW will pick up? And who do you think Impact Wrestling will pick up? For some reason, I can't see Scarlet and Kross going to Impact. I can't see them going back there at all. I think, though, that Tony Khan is definitely going to pick up those 2. Keith Lee, man, if Impact or AEW could get him, that'd be nice too. That'd be a nice look right there. Real nice look. He says because that's your main problem. I respect what Vince has done for wrestling, but he's now over the hill. Time to let young minds run the show. Yes. And you know, he should just have Triple H run the show. He did a damn good job with NXT. And yes, yeah, Triple H was having some kind of health problems too, Keegan. You're right about that. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you would too. Follow my social media. If you enjoyed this show, always feel free to send $1 or $2 to the Cash App or the PayPal. And watch the video we did earlier. We did one on Alpo, which is very interesting. It's very fascinating, that whole story. You definitely want to watch that. But you know, I think that Vince doesn't want to develop major stars like Stone Colds, The Rocks. If you notice, every time they have an opportunity to get to that next level, he cuts them down. He cuts them down all the time. I mean, why even do what they did in NXT with Kross? I don't even. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never liked that name Karrion anyway. I hope he goes back and he's Killer Kross. Why have them larger than life and then bring them to WWE where they're just like, where he's alone just walking? So weird. So fucking weird. Good night, Steve. Yeah, I need to get some sleep too, man. I really do. But I like to do these lives real time, you know, because this is a big deal. Share this, hit the thumbs up, follow my social media, it's below, and watch more videos here. And definitely check out my interviews. I'm going to try to have them popping up right now. Click on them interviews, especially the one with Karrion Kross and Scarlet, Taya Valkyrie. Taya, they got to put Taya in AEW. They need more women wrestlers like her, and she is outstanding. Let me know what you guys think. Leave them comments. Subscribe. We out.